It was a cold winter day. A huge rally had been held in Washington. The square was filled with people. Thousands of people were holding American flags and chanting slogans. The crowd was excited. Donald Trump was giving his speech confidently on the podium. His speech was occasionally interrupted by enthusiastic applause. However, Trump noticed a movement in the crowd. In the front row, a woman in old and worn clothes was holding a small sign. The sign read, "President, please hear me." The woman was accompanied by two small children. Both looked cold, tired, and hungry. The security guards were approaching the woman when Trump suddenly raised his hand to signal them to stop. He looked down from the stage, narrowed his eyes, and approached her. "Ma'am, bring you up here," he said without turning off the microphone. The crowd was stunned. With a mixture of fear and hope, the woman took her children's hands and headed towards the stage. Trump signaled to his advisors to bring them up on stage. Security guards helped her up, and soon the woman and her children were standing next to Trump. "What is your name?" Trump asked. "Maria, sir." Maria's voice was trembling, tears streaming from her eyes. Her children looked around in fear. "Why did you come here?" Trump asked, looking into her eyes. Maria took a deep breath. "President, my husband lost his job last year. We lost everything. We can't even buy food for my children. We don't have a home. We live on the streets. I cry every night because I can't give them a future," she sobbed. Trump was silent for a few seconds. The crowd held its breath. Then he suddenly turned to one of his advisors. "Get this family out of here. They need to have a safe place to stay until tonight," he said in a determined voice. Maria looked at Trump in surprise as she tried to wipe away her tears. "Really, sir?" Trump nodded. "But that's not enough," he said harshly. "Give me her husband's information. I want him to get a job. I want scholarships for the children right away. They should have a warm bed and a decent future, just like the other children." The rally was met with applause. People were moved. Many were in tears. But Trump didn't stop there. "This is just a family," he said to the crowd. "But how many people are out there like this? How many children are going to bed hungry? How many families are living in despair? It's up to us to change that." Suddenly, people in the crowd started shouting, "I want to help. I want to support you too. I'll donate for them." People were stepping forward to offer help for Maria and her family. Trump's gesture touched not just one family, but the hearts of thousands of people there. Trump patted Maria's youngest child on the head and smiled at him, handing him $1. "Keep this, son," he said. "One day when you're older, you can tell me what happened." Maria hugged her children and thanked them. It was a moment filled with hope. They were no longer alone. Trump took the microphone and turned to the crowd one last time. America should be known not only for its strong economy, but also for its big heart. Today we helped one family, but there are many more. If we work together, no one will go hungry, no one will be homeless. That day, that rally in Washington was no longer just a political event. That day was the beginning of a humanitarian movement. Thanks to Trump's courage and sudden decision, a family stepped into a new life, and many people were reminded of the true power of helping each other. Sometimes the greatest leadership comes not from political promises, but from a sincere hand extended to a person. And that day, that hand changed a family's destiny forever.